Yes, sir. Hello. Welcome to this Friday, the 21st. Yeah, the 21st of November. This is the Week 12 Fantasy Football Lineup Advice Show. Alongside that commissioner right there, who is the commissioner of commissioners. I am your shepherd. We're going to get into every and all of your most important lineup choices, lineup decisions, lineup options, starts, sits, you name it, we got it. We absolutely do have it. Warrior Loft, what's up, Warriors? The Warrior Goat and the Michael B. Goat. Yeah, I want to, before we get into anything further, let's talk about what was last night's Thursday night football game in Houston.
Do you think that was a statement game by Houston's defense?
Of course.
That put the Colts on notice, but every offense on notice because, damn.
Absolutely a game for maybe the age, kind of the ages. The way they got after Josh Allen was unprecedented, B-Goat. When we were talking about starting Josh Allen or potentially benching him last night, we knew this was a tough defense. And you know, when I looked back at it after the game was over, actually, and I'm in awe, I'm marveling over this dude's performance in one Will Anderson.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, I can't believe I didn't bring up. I mean, this is so moot. B-Goat, and I apologize. B-Goat, man. This is moot. But like the stat on Will Anderson is, he's like, if not the second quickest to the quarterback. That guy didn't just look like he was
amazing. Good Lord.
He didn't just look like he was the quickest. He looked like he could wreck something.
Yeah.
All right, so he's gonna make the Micah Parsons contract look like going to the dollar store, which I believe would be this offseason, right? He could get an extension.
No,
he has to wait. He has to wait
2 years. Yeah, because this is the second year. He came out last year. His rookie, he won defense rookie of the year last year because beat Jared Verse.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Isn't he like the maneuver with CJ Stroud where the Texans traded back up? I think that's his year.
So this is the third year?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't double check this. I had to double check the other, the quickest to the quarterback. But
him and Jared Verse came out the same year.
Remember when the Texans moved back up?
Yeah, it could be right. Yeah.
In any event, holy smokes! Well, that guy got after Josh Allen and the Bills. Look, if it wasn't for James Cook, that would be a bad. That would be a statement game as well.
Yeah.
Like look at how dismal our offense is if one person isn't running this entire freaking show. Joe Shiesty, and I'm sure we're going to cover many Bengals players tonight. Joe Shiesty has weapons to make Joe Shiesty look that much better.
Yeah. And that's what the Buffalo Bills boys in the FantasyGoats Invitational League. I'm in a different league with them. And that's what they're saying too. They don't understand why. Because same thing in the Ravens. They don't go after number one receiver like the guy.
That's gonna have to change. That's gonna have to change. And then I see a lot of commentary regarding how did the Bills feel taking Coleman, passing on Ladd McConkey. I mean, like, all right. I mean, like.
It could have been switched. You don't. I mean, when teams are drafting somebody, going after off film, right? They're going off what they saw at the combine. They're going off how they interviewed.
But it was a remarkable achievement Okay, that Allen even got 200 plus yards.
Yeah.
And a lot of it came like in the fourth quarter on that very last drive. That fantastic, like, what was that? A hook and ladder.
Yeah.
Fantastic play call. Oh my God. I was like, after that play, I thought the Bills were going to win. And then they didn't.
No.
Yeah, no, that dude, Will Anderson, holy smokes. And yeah, the Texans defense is absolutely for real. For real. Number one defense in the league. Now we'll see what happens when CJ Stroud comes back. Because I don't really foresee them sticking with Davis Mills, although
No.
they're on this win streak with Davis Mills.
But Stroud can make the passes, the throws that Mills can't.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose. And we do see we see some running upside, or he's got the ability to take off if needed, CJ. So I suppose that would add another element. Woody, where was Woody last night?
75 yards rushing.
Fucking Woody.
They kind of, in my opinion, which I respect, they kind of misused him. There's a couple of times he was up in the flat, and so he throws downfield. I get it, but he looks like an RB1, a future RB1. Get that team a good offensive line, open the holes. The boy runs hard, man. He runs hard. What's up, Sniper?
And they took him out on one play and put Chubb in. I could see his facial expression. It looked like he was rolling his eyes, Sniper. I'm not sure.
I almost started crying, dude.
I'm not sure if Sniper caught Woody Marks was annoyed that he was being taken out.
Yeah.
For Nicholas. I was going to say something, but I'm not. What's up, Warrior Goat? You guys help me start. Trevion Henderson over Kyron Williams last week. I won my match up by 10 points. Good call.
Nice.
Thank you, Warriors.
You're welcome.
Fucking Warrior Goat. Tom Curran, I sent you this. Tom Curran was on the Rich Eisen show yesterday. So if he's on the Rich Eisen show, I consider it gospel. I do. So he covers all things Boston for NBC Boston, and he was asked point blank by Rich, "Well, what's and this was at the end of the interview, the end of the segment." And so when Trevion Henderson or Ramajay coming back, when he's like, when Trevion returns, when he returns, it wasn't like when he's going to play this week. When Ramajay returns, he's going to return to his early down work.
Yeah, they said there's something else that Diana Rossini said that Henderson would be the third down back. But what if? Like I told you, like I told you, what if? Just what if Ramondi freaking fumbles the very first carry? What happens then?
I'm not.
Can you imagine that?
What if? Yeah, okay. What if? But I was gonna say I was gonna lean more into what Rich was kind of leaning into. But like, what about how do you take this talent off the field? Not in those exact words,
right?
And from what Curran said, it was like, they are absolutely pleased with what Trevion was able to contribute. Being able to work out of the backfield, being able to stay in and block, so on and so forth. B, it wouldn't surprise him, like, if things were actually created and manipulated and situated for him. So what Trevion is going to have to do, and this was the impression I was left with, he's going to have to make the most of his opportunity.
And I think he will too.
When he is in and when his number is called, he's going to have to make the best of his opportunity. Now, where does that leave us, Goats? Where does that leave us, Frank Goat? Where? I mean, if we could probably put Henderson in a low end flex right now. Unfortunately, if Ramajay is in fact ready to go this week. If he's not ready to go this week, then we have another week of glory.
Yeah, they said with toe injury and everything, he's going.
We have another week of glory, but yeah, I think Ramajay is going to get in, and I mean, again, they're playing the Bengals, so it could very well be a nice setup for both of them, both. warrior goat, the motherfucking warrior goat, and the sniper goat, and the Frank goat, and the B goat. Oh, my fucking goats. And the Tingly. What's up? I got Tingly. And the T-Force. The T-Force goat. Love that Mill score 3 times as much as Josh. Oh, yeah, you love that, don't you? Love that Mills. Well, you have Mills, so of course you love it. That's got to be one of Josh Allen's worst games. Has to be one of Josh Allen's worst games, except with the exception of maybe his rookie season. All right, all right, Rhino. Let's get down to work. Let's do some work tonight. Justin Jefferson versus the Packers, the 11th worst against the pass. Well, 11th worst.
JJ versus Packers versus Eagles. Michael Wilson versus Jags. I feel like JJ inconsistent, accurate for me to start. I like Pickens.
We spoke on this one a little bit, and we're gonna touch up on it again. And even if we have to tomorrow, we'll do it again tomorrow. As long as Marvin Harrison Jr. is out of the lineup, we could expect low end wide receiver 1 data. Wide receiver 1 production is the word.
You can expect low wide receiver 1 production out of Trey McBride. You can expect maybe a low to medium. Expect wide receiver 2 out of Wilson.
I don't see it that way.
I know you don't.
I don't.
It's all right.
The double the output that he produced last week, double the amount of what Marvin Harrison got on a normal basis.
Because the game dictated that. The game's not going to dictate that this week.
I think it will. What's the implied total in this game?
I don't know. Like 42.
Yeah. Is it? That's so. It? So Pickens versus the Eagles. That's not a walk in the park.
No. But I trust that Dak can get the ball to Pickens, and Pickens does eat. He gets number 3 most targets in the red zone. So he can go 5 for 90 and a touchdown. Michael Wilson's not going to get it freaking in the red zone. That's going to be Trey McBride or Dortch. You know,
he may have to get himself into the end zone. I can acknowledge
himself that. In the end zone, but whether they throw the ball to him or not is 2 different stories.
No. What I mean is he's going to have to get himself into the end zone, like break one off, right? Like shed a tackle, maybe run. Get free. He may have to get himself into the end zone rather than be targeted in the red zone. That's what I mean. So I will acknowledge that, but again, let's say 5. No, I think he's going to get more than 5 catches. But again, I'm going to. Are you sitting Justin Jefferson?
No, I'm going to start. I'm going to play JJ and Pickens and sit Michael Wilson.
Yeah, can't start all 3, I suppose. Start 2. We'll have the war chief break the tie. But I mean,
that'd be tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll have the war chief break the tie tomorrow night. I could star this, make sure that we get to it again tomorrow night. Yeah. I think as long as I have this.
I see it.
You see it, right? Yeah. You like that feature. You like that feature, right?
Star. Yep.
Yeah. Can't start. I mean, can't sit Justin Jefferson. What if 9?
9.
We're calling him 9 from now on. What if 9 maybe gets it going? Something clicks. His 9 clicks. Justin Jefferson, it's about that time. It's about that time for head coach, quarterback 9, and alpha 1 to be on the same page.
Yeah, that'd be Mel's worst nightmare.
It will be Sniper's worst nightmare if Jordan Addison gets 2.
Yeah.
Or Naylor, or whatever the case may be. Especially versus a good Packers defense. Allen is 0 and 4 at Houston. Well, that's bad numbers, man. I had Woody, but my opponent had Allen. Ha! Frank Goat. I had Woody and Allen. How you like them apples? In one, yeah. This week is just might as well just put it into the receptacle because it's gonna be an L.
I don't know if I made a Scott Fishbowl playoffs. I had Allen going. It's like, really picked a bad week for him to freaking crap the bed, man.
Everybody, I mean, but here's the good news, right? I don't know. Scott Fishbowl setup is much different than anything that we're doing here. Like, what we're talking about with redraft. What I would think would be the good news, like my particular situation with Josh Allen and Woody, to name a few, is like, okay, we've got a good cushion. We have, whether you're 8-3 or 7-4, we might be able. We could probably withstand this L.
Especially if you have a freaking great lineup, to carry that, because like in my ESPN league, he wasn't that far off his projection. So I think his projection was like 12, and he got 9 points in my home ESPN.
Really? They really only had him projected for 12?
Yeah.
That guy, he's not bad. He's not bad. I don't watch him. I don't consume him. But
ESPN?
He's not bad. The dude who does the projections.
Oh.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not name dropping him here. With goats. What up, goat? Chone goat. What up, Chone? What up, Chone, baby goat? I got the baby goats and all the big boy goats and the baby goats. The big boy goats. With Dart out, yeah. Would you pick up T-Law versus the Cardinals? Love versus the Vikings. J-Mo, not that J-Mo, versus the Lions. Shook versus the Falcons. I have a love. Is Dart really?
Yeah, he's out. He's rolled out.
No. Is Dart really your QB1? You must have you have an injury to somebody else or a bye issue.
I'd play Lawrence versus the Cardinals. I mean, Winston is a sneaky good play, but
no, I don't want those turnovers. I don't want. I don't need that in my life. What about Jordan Love at home?
I like
versus
Love
the Vikings with some added weapons, right? Mm-hmm. Sniper is Jaden Reed activated? He's off IR. They activated him.
IR, yeah. I saw that.
They activated him far enough where now he will most likely play. So, I mean, I don't know how much he's going to play. I wouldn't recommend starting Jaden Reed. We're not going to start.
And when he gets going, that's one of Love's favorite persons.
When he gets going.
I'd go Love over Lawrence too.
Let me just take a look at something over here. Let me go to the lab. The lab data. What does the lab data tell me? Let's find out. Vikings are allowing the 7th most receiving touchdowns to tight end. That's not going to help us here. The Vikings allow the most rushing attempts to running back. That's not really helping us here either. So I would fire up Emmanuel Wilson if Josh Jacobs isn't going to go.
I haven't seen anything about that too. Have you?
Questionable.
Still questionable.
That's gonna come. That's gonna come down till that the late night notification tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna play. I was watching Woody last night. My opponent has him. I was actually kind of happy with his performance. I'm glad that you were happy with his performance, Snipes. I wasn't.
And Michael brings up a good point about the cover sacks because they even made a comment about the receivers not coming back to him. If you see the quarterback scrambling, a good receiver will know to come back to him. Run around in circles and throw your hands up when you're open, but that wasn't happening.
He got put down to the tune of 8 times. One of it was almost injury-ish.
Yeah, no kidding.
I was Tingly, baby. What are you doing? What are you doing, Tingly Goats? What is the Tingly doing? What is the sniper doing? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and goats. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and goats. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We know you're all subscribed, but let's hit the like button. The Goat Nation. Flex Sean Tucker or Roma Donze. How do you like this report today? Not only forget the fact that he's ruled out again, Bucky. Now you've got more chatter coming through from the likes of the guy from Pro Football Focus, not PFF, Michael Florio. Okay.
Yeah.
Then Diane Rossini, I believe, is piggybacking off of that, and somebody else in regards to there's something going on there. I don't know how accurate, how true.
Like, what do you mean? Something going on?
With Bucky and the organization, or Bucky and the severity of the injury, or so on and so forth. There's something up. Yes, no. I mean, Sean Tucker is going to go over a Dunze Tingley.
I'm going to Donze. I'm not taking Sean Tucker against Rams defense.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, Kenny Skywalker scored, but they're tough.
Sean Tucker's not Kenny Skywalker, my brother.
Sean Tucker hasn't had a good 4 years, the same as Kenny Skywalker has had.
He hasn't had a good 2 years.
Sean Tucker
maybe 2 relevant games in 2 years.
Sean Tucker might be able to get it in the air. That's a tough matchup, Tingley Goat. It is.
I'm going to Donze, 100%.
That's a tough matchup. It's a tough matchup for Sean Tucker. That's going to be a tough matchup for Odunze. Not because Odunze doesn't have a good matchup. It's because of how the Bears have now recalibrated their offense. Yes, the Bears are a running team, folks. They're a running team and play action. So it's a tough one. I'm going to maintain the volume there with Sean Tucker, although it's tough. It's tough. Rhino's going to go with Odunze. I don't think you could go too wrong here. Romo Dunze playing the Steelers. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be a big passing game. GQ, baby. What do you think? What do you think, GQ, baby?
Start 1 wide receiver, 2 flex, Myers, Tillman, Boutte, Tootin, Singletary. I'm going to start Myers, flex, probably flex Boutte, and
where is
Tootin? Probably flex. I'll flex Boutte and Tootin. Start Myers.
Yeah, Tillman.
Watch for that game because I said it last night. Watch
all eyes.
Watch the name of Caden Davis.
All eyes.
They brought up because he has good chemistry with Shador Sanders in that game.
I'm going to be watching that game, but good. I hope it'll be a game that I could watch from first quarter to the end. Some of these games I'll try to get in, watch a little bit, and it's like, oh, now I'm on to another game. Well, I got the red zone on the other screen, but back to Tingley Goat for more Odunze stats. Odunze, or the Bears, I should say. Steelers allow 6th most receiving. That's again tight end. Steelers allow most receiving yards to the wide receiver. That bodes well.
Yep.
That bodes well. The Steelers allow the most passing yards to a quarterback. That bodes well as well. Yeah, I got some fire data for the Goats. Fire data. It's not necessary. It's not the same data that we normally have on Mondays, provided by Fantasy Points and Ryan Heat. This is a little something different here. A little something different for the Goats. what is your take on Shador getting his start?
I'm excited to see how he does.
Well,
Can't
yeah,
believe I didn't start the Bills defense. I'm starting, but that's not a bad start again because Geno Smith against Cleveland and Myles Garrett leads the league in sacks. The Raiders have no offense line. And side note too, because I kind of hope this happens. AOC was cleared to play now, completely cleared to play. So will Geno Smith be on a leash, especially after his comments?
I liked his comments. I mean, they were a little. He was very liberal with it. Let me tell you that much. But I
Yeah.
mean, I think at this point, Gino's more like, "Yo, I'm pretty much done here.
I made my money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a lot like I don't know if it's ever gonna. I don't know if I'm ever going to make it the way I maybe thought I was going to years ago. Big goat, baby, the big growing goat. What's a big growing? Traded away the Skywalker for love. Hurting at wide receiver.
That's a good trade, dude.
I'm hurting at wide receiver. Well, you mean you traded Kenny Walker for Chris Olave, so that's one piece. I'm hurting at wide receiver. My running backs are Gibbs, Chase Brown, Quinshon Judkins, the Woody Woodrow, and Tajay.
Yeah, you're set running back too. That's a good
Thoughts,
trade.
thoughts on that trade? Yeah, what's the trade?
Can you walk for Olave?
Is that it? I'm
trade,
trying to determine whether there was something else going on.
No, that was the trade.
Yeah, that I would do that. Sure, if
100%.
you've got a good stable here of Jameer, Chase,
Jumpkins, Woody, and Spears. Yeah.
Did you play Woody yesterday? Should I trade Debo for me?
If you can do that. 100%, bro.
Here's my guy.
100%, man.
My guy T Goat. He's like, should I get rid of? I got so many quarterbacks I need to get rid of. Should I just get Drake May or just stream until Dart is healthy?
If you get Drake May, get Drake May.
Get Drake. Look, Debo is not doing much this week. I can tell you that, and I don't know if he's gonna be a borderline play moving forward. A borderline play.
Is borderline top 5 fantasy quarterback is scoring. So yeah, get Drake May.
Bengals beat the Patriots on Sunday only with the shiesty. That's the only way it gets done. And I know that not much has changed with defense. Of course not. Nothing has changed with defense, but he at least could outscore. I think he'll be able to outscore the Patriots on the road. I mean, at home while they're on the road. And then it sets up beautifully for them on Thursday night against the Ravens. The Ravens, Rhino.
Yep.
Chase returns. Oh my God, the fireworks. While you're digesting your turkey and your beer can freaking chicken. I was going to give you something else. I was going to give you like a duck. Beer can duck.
No.
Reed, full practice today. Thank you, dear. Jacob's game time.
Flex.
Yes, he sure is a game time. That game time, I think, is going to be inactive. Hold him out. Wait till Thursday.
Flex Pearsall or Myers full PPR?
Wheels up, Pearsall.
Yeah, same here.
Wheels up, Pearsall. Monday, right? Monday night. What a game!
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's Monday night.
Do I have the right game?
No, it's Sunday.
Sunday night.
No, yeah, Monday. Carolina plays the Niners on Monday night. Yes.
CMC plays his former team. Revenge game. Yeah, revenge game. It would be
All
more
right,
like
up. Full PPR: Chase Brown, Genty, Puka, Buka, okay, Mbuka,
Poop.
Flexes, Higgins, bench are Gainwell, Jones, Junkins, and Rome. Any changes?
The Puka and the Buka and the Buka and the Puka.
I would play Junkins instead of Genty.
Now we're sitting Genty. Took good.
Against Cleveland's defense.
took a good 11 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, because he has Junkins, so Junkins clears.
Especially,
Junkins against the Raiders defense is a good play.
especially, right? If we
Yeah.
think that Shadori is going to get them across the field, it's going to be
Yeah.
able to move the ball, it's going to get them extra possessions due to their defense. Yeah, I think it's I would do that as well. Absolutely. Full PPR. You got Chase Brown with Joe Burrow. Yes. Chase Brown with Flacco is not as good, but at least we know that it has gotten better with Flacco for Chase Brown. So it's not like Chase Brown's a start. It's Genty that we could sit.
Yeah. Would you play Rome instead of Ibuka against the Rams? I think Ibuka will still get his. I mean, I love the Rams defense, but
you need to play Ibuka.
Yeah, you need to play Ibuka.
I would temper the expectations for Ibuka.
Yeah.
I don't see the Bucks winning that game. I don't really see the Bucks. I see Baker and the Bucks having to come from behind, play from behind. Baker going to be Baker Mayfield and sling it around. And then which would you do here with Gainwell, Aaron, and Rome? I'm sorry.
I just keep them on the bench.
Might as well go back to West up coach.
Yeah, I keep them on the bench.
Flexes T.
So
Higgins.
you play Chase Brown, Junkins. Yeah.
You
nice
fighting goat.
Nice.
I don't know. I mean, I'm nervous about that. I'm nervous now, and I'm not a Bucky Irving. Or I'm nervous for you, and I'm nervous now for fighting goat.
What? Okay, so who are your other running backs? Fighting solves everything. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe.
He's not playing again. There's something off here.
But he's been limited participant, so what's off? Why aren't they telling us?
I don't know. Great question. Question.
This is the Bucks who, Godwin broke his fibula, not where or how or which leg. Just he broke his fibula, not the same fibula.
I just traded Woody Marks for Bucky Irving, like that. So like the dude that fighting goat traded with is like, you know what? Give me a guy that I see actually playing on the field. Give me a guy that's got the majority of the snaps for this Texans defense. While Bucky, once again, and again, I'm just nervous based on more reports, and they're sketchy reports. But yeah, they are coming from one Diana Rossini at The Athletic. Also, Michael Florio of Pro Football Focus, Pro Football Talk, that something is off with Bucka or Bucka and the Bucks. Now that's my thoughts. Fighting goat. I hope it works out.
If his running back room is strong enough to carry Bucky for another 2 weeks going to the playoffs, that could be a league winner move right there.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Warrior goat will start Ferguson versus the Eagles or Jawan.
I like Jawan Johnson versus the Falcons.
I feel like Johnson will get more targets and yards. Yeah, we're talking about Ferguson, who is now fallen third on the team. Since CD and Pickens have been, simpatico, 1A and 1B. Yeah, absolutely. Juwan Johnson's in line for a nice workload, and stands to have good productions.
Yeah,
Absolutely, I would do that. I would do Johnson. I'm not a big Johnson guy. I'm not a big tight end guy, but I like that one.
I'm a big Johnson guy.
What do you think about Slick this week? More play? Well, I mean, he played a lot. Played 75% last week. Just didn't
He'll
amount
get more targets this week.
didn't amount to anything. But he was definitely out there.
Well, he had
Yes,
3 targets last week, so yeah, he'll have more targets
I
this week.
I think he will be a lot more productive
Yeah.
for sure. Absolutely. Coach said Bucky playing next week. Okay, fucking Todd Bowles has been saying that for weeks, right? I get it. Look, I'm not trying to push Bucky down for the likes of Rashad White and Sean Tucker. That's not it. I want to look at this objectively. I want to take all the information that we possibly can so we can give you the best information to make the best decisions. Now it's going to be week 13 for Bucky Irving. We're trying to make the playoffs. All of us,
He's been out like 6 weeks, huh?
we're trying to make the championships. Cider baby. We're all winning championships here. We need the best players to win the championships, right, Cider? This motherfucking goat, Cider goat. Look, yes,
Yes,
the dude,
especially Florio, because
this
I have
dude,
my I have my issues with Florio.
this dude Florio is a little shaky as well. I'll make no ifs, ands, or buts about it. However, again, I think Rich Eisen show is gospel, and the guests that he has on are gospel. He always has Florio on, always being
Florio,
shocked.
blocked me on X.
There's two Florios. It couldn't have been this one. Are you sure? Remember, there's two of them. There's one that works for the network, and then there's this one who does not work for the network, who works for his own shit.
Focus, yes.
Pro Football Talk, not Pro Football Focus. Difference. Just so we're on the same page. Not Chris Collinsworth's company. Not that one.
That's who's blocked. That's who blocked me.
That I'm sure is yes.
I came out a little too strong, I guess. Pussy.
Turn, 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 boom, 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 boom. Turn, 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 boom, 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 boom. Need you to feel the power of the dark side, JC. The Star Wars comes on, and the Rhino leaves. The Rhino doesn't like Star Wars. I can't believe the partner left my Miss Sniper Mel. Miss, where are we? Thank you. I'm a Miss Sniper Mel. I don't know what I missed. I hope I don't miss anything. I never want to miss anything that comes from either one of you. Sean Tucker season. I'd like, again, I think this is a pure volume play. The Rams are playing out of their minds too, but the Rams defense, it doesn't look quite like the Texans defense for some reason. But the Rams are playing very, very good defense
They
as
have
well.
top five run defense.
They are. I know this. You don't have to tell me that. I just, but with my own two eyes, it is a pure volume play for Sean Tucker. I think we would start Sean Tucker on most situations and hope for the best and hope that you're going to get it with the volume.
It depends on who your running back room. Who's in your running back room?
The rest of your roster.
I mean, if that's your last straw running back, then yeah, play him. But
Sean Tucker, Tyrone Tracy.
Take Tyrone Tracy.
Sean Tucker or Kamanungai.
I think Madungai.
Sean, all right, let's do one more. Let me see if I can pull another tight one. Sean Tucker or damn it, might as well just do this from like some tools as opposed to off the top of my head, which is not a real good tool. Sean Tucker or Ash Genti.
Genti.
That's all tough, man. That's tough.
Well, and let me tell you why too with Genti is because he's really not splitting too many carries. I mean, Mozart comes in there a little bit, but not it's like 80-20 or 90-10. So
what up, Sniper? What up, Sniper? I am back from the dead. You were never fucking dead. Are you kidding me? Never dead. Maybe under the weather, but we're not dead.
Parker Washington, Tootin, and Mitchell half PPR. Already starting ETN as one of my running backs.
Adonai, who?
That's tough right there. I'm going Parker Washington. Adonai Mitchell, if he gets a damn ball, it'd be a good play, but man.
Adonai Mitchell, you want to start a wide receiver that gets paid from this guy? From a clown? Do I amuse you? Adonai Mitchell doesn't look like his head's on his shoulders. Oh man, it must be a Linda goat. Is that a Linda? No. Who is that? I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought I was talking to somebody else. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. That's not a Linda. Aldo. How are you, Aldo? Aldo Goat. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Fantasy Goats YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, I'm not sure if you are, but if you are, please give us a like, subscribe. Already starting ETN as one of my RBs, so your second RB. So I know you don't want to go Tootin. Peter Parker.
Yeah, I'm going Parker.
Peter Parker. Hope for the best. No BTJ again. No BTJ. I am here to support Ron and my beloved Shepard and Mrs. Sniper. She's like, no, it's not Mrs. Don't give me that bad voodoo. She's like, it's Miss. Don't give me that bad voodoo. Sean Tucker. It is Sean Tucker. Sniper. All right.
Start 3. Jones, Henry, Tucker, or Jacobs if he plays. Jones, Henry, and Jacobs if he plays.
And if he doesn't play, the choice is made for you.
Yep.
Pretty much, right? Start 3. Jones, Henry, Tucker. Don't you have Emmanuel Wilson, or is that maybe that's the other league? If Jacobs doesn't play, Emmanuel Wilson is a smash start.
Mm-hmm.
Miss, she's laughing. She's like, don't give me that voodoo. No misses, it's Miss Sniper. Juan Dalius, Steven Pereira Goat. Juan Dalius, there he is. I knew we were going to get one. Monty or Sean Tucker. Pick 1.5 PPR. I think this is a really good spot for David Montgomery this week.
I think so too.
Especially if it's a half PPR. You know, I would like Wandale if it was full, but it's not. I would take Monty here. If we have to pick one, Sean Tucker, Wandale, Monty, or Sean Tucker. I like Monty's matchup here against the Giants. It would be Monty, Wandale, and then Sean Tucker. I hope Sean Tucker comes through. War Chief is the Sean Tucker stan here. He will have more for us.
He would, but thinking about Tuesday, we were talking about this. He was on my side of the coin of that. You know, Sean Tucker might end up going back to the island of misfit toys.
But it's a different argument, though.
He still might.
That's a different. No, but that's a different argument. That's a Rashad White, Sean Tucker argument.
And I'd take it right. I'm taking Rasheed White.
No, see, that's what
Rams.
I don't see that happen. I think
You
Rashad
don't need
White.
to see it. I got 4 eyes. I can see.
Rashad White's he's disappointed us. Mando Goat. What's a Mando Goat? Peter Parker, Monty, or Josh Downs, Monty. Although Downs is sneaky too.
Really sneaky.
Someone's gonna have to slip through the Chiefs' zone, and it should be Downs, maybe Pierce. I did not start Woody. I ain't falling for it yet. Be growing, Goat. You know, I mean, be growing. You've been with us since day mother loving one. All of last season. All of this off season. The one and the only commissioner right there was all over Woody. And I bought into Woody.
I wasn't lying, though. He is RB1.
What the hell happened to Damian Pierce?
What did happen? That's a good question.
Jesus Christ. Excuse my language. Is Marion Hampton coming back after bye? Can I drop Vidal? I wouldn't do that just yet. I wouldn't
drop, no, because I think both would be viable. Harbaugh has made a comment about Vidal still being part of the game plan when Hampton comes back.
Well, and or
he's earned those touches.
I was thinking more Grim Reaper status. What if Marion Hampton comes back week 13 and re-aggravates?
And there's that too.
Or week 14 leaves the game in the fourth quarter with a tweak. And you're moving on, West Up. You're moving on to week 15. You need Vidal. Come on, either body. What's up, Bobby Goat? Bobby G. What are we doing here? Should I drop? Is that Michael Meyer or Jacoby Myers?
I'm not going to drop. Wait. Should I drop Myers or game off? Benson comes back, and should I pick up Dobbs instead? I pick up. Oof. Wait to see how this week looks, because Jacoby Myers was the main target earner last week, especially with Brian Thomas Jr. out. Dobbs, he might be fighting for more targets with Jaden Reed coming back and Rory Watson back. Then Golden healing up and getting back to 100%. Then can't forget about Bo Melton. You know, he might come back from the DB room to catch a couple of balls too.
Matthew Golden.
Huh?
Matthew Golden.
No, I was making a joke about Bo Melton, who got switched to DB and then came.
No, yeah, that was a bit like don't Matthew Golden, right? I mean, we're forgetting about him as well.
No, I said that.
Oh,
Matthew.
Did you? Oh, my apologies then. My apologies.
I accept your apology.
Thank you. Yeah, no, this is the same merry-go-round with the Packers pass catchers since the beginning of time.
I would probably drop
since Curly Lambeau.
We got Benson though.
Since the Packers got wide receivers, since Lambeau, since Bart Starr. Am I gonna break this fucking wall right now next to me? I need to win this week. Fucking hell. We're gonna break this wall. Should I drop Meyer or Gainwell? Should I drop Meyer or Gainwell? No. Don't drop them, Bob Goat.
Would you drop Gainwell for Benson though?
No.
Nope.
I don't trust that either. I don't trust that. Talking about the Arizona Cardinals second round pick from last year can't get onto the field.
I see. I would drop Gainwell for Benson. He clears Zam White. He clears Michael Carter. DeMacario is gone, is out right now. So who else is going to get the touches? The volume, right?
Yeah.
Who's going to get the volume?
Yeah.
Gainwell, if Gainwell is relevant only when Warren is hurt, pretty much. That's where he's more relevant.
A little bit of standalone, especially last week.
Because Warren got hurt.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, I guess Benson would be treated as a low end RB2, mid round RB2 at the best. At the best. So if the other team stinks, including Michael Wilson on that team. But since the Arizona Cardinals are always going to be down, they're always going to be throwing to McBride, to Michael Wilson in this case, Marvin Harrison beginning again next week. I'm gonna break this motherfucking wall. We're gonna burn a whole village down. That's what we're gonna do. Superflex. Ooh, snipes. Wow. Talk about the ultimate rolling of the dice. Is that the only that's your last option? Shidori? I think we want to play Shidori just so we could like really be on the edge of our seats, right? If that's the only other option you have,
I think it might be. I think this might be the Rhinos League.
What about another skill position player to go into that position? Well, again, this is, we're hoping that Shador really gives us a good performance. We're hoping for it.
What would be a good performance for him?
No turnovers. That's number one.
Okay.
And given the fact that he's playing the Raiders, I would think maybe 2 and change. I'd be satisfied with 2 and change and 1 touchdown, no turnovers.
I say like 250, 1 touchdown, and I think there will be a turnover.
If he gets 250, 1 and 1,
yeah,
it's not the worst case scenario.
No,
he's got to show not just us, obviously. He's got to show the coaching staff that he's making progress. Like that spinning and circling around and all that off script shit is got to be pretty much eliminated. He's got to step into the pocket. He's got to be able to see his progression, all that stuff, all of it.
I understand what you're saying, but see, with the fact that he's been doing that shit for his whole life, because nobody's told him not to do that, then that's something that's going to take a season to break that habit, you know.
Okay, yeah, no, you're 100% correct. We're again, we spoke about this the other night, didn't we? We are creatures of like the now.
Yeah,
we are creatures of prisoners of the moment. Instant gratification. When it's more realistic that it's delayed gratification, where it may take a more than 2 game sample and some freaking practice in August. Practice. Are you kidding me? Practice? Bucky Irving probably won't be back until the real playoffs, if anything. From the Warrior Goat. That's why I said I'm nervous about it. That's why I said I'm nervous for who traded for Bucky? Woody for Bucky. Was that B?
I think so.
Mando? No. Steven? No. Steven Goat? Sniper? No. I'd be nervous obtaining Bucky Irving with this information. So yeah,
fighting solves everything.
Me and he asked us, what we thought. I'm nervous. I'm going to give you an honest answer. I'm nervous about it. Screw Bucky. Bucka. Dak needs Gabriel Prophet. How are you this evening, Gabriel? If you're new to the channel, do us a big favor. Give us a like and subscribe. We're working on our goal, our next modest goal. 650 by Super Bowl. So that would be 650 goats in total by the middle of February. That's why I say it's. That's why I say it's
more right now, I think. I think 43 more we need.
That's why I say it's modest. It's modest. Dak needs 160 to pass Tony as the Cowboys' all-time passing leader. Play
Damn.
CeeDee Lamb this week. I want to double down on that as well. All right. I'm going to double down on that, Gabriel. And not only is he going to do that, okay, and we're obviously playing CeeDee Lamb. Of course we are. We're going to play Curious George. We would play Ferguson because I don't think I can't think of better options below Ferguson. The Cowboys are going to upset the Eagles in this game. And you know what they're going to do.
What are they gonna do?
You
Jump
know,
You're gonna jump into the Salvation Army bucket?
Nope.
That's at Christmas time.
Nope. They are going to stop a tush push.
Oh, yeah. The big boys. And I bet Dak does this in the first half.
And then we get to see Jerry all happy and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
We're back.
I told you it's Maka. But what about Kenny Clark? My home league is garbage, and my other team in the other leagues are mid.
Yeah, you're full of crap there, my brother. Because I'm in 3 leagues with you.
Come on, Sniper. How many times are you going to say that? You're jinxing me. She's jinxing you, right? She is. She's jinxing you. Don't listen to the Snipes.
Yeah,
That's what
he's top dog in the Rhino Rebel League.
That's what she does. Yeah. She lays down the sniper. Fighting my guy. CMC Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, I seen this before. I seen this roster.
Good Lord.
Judkins, Trevion, Monty, Brian Robinson as the handcuff to CMC.
Damn, that's a freaking running back room right there.
That's a ship. That's a ship.
Yeah. Just those running backs would freaking carry you.
I have to downplay my team. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
You can downplay all you want. I'll talk it up, my brother.
I don't want to get. He says downplay. Full PPR. It's the Genty Judkins, T, Juan Delius, Flexus Swift, benches Charbonnet, Camara, Monty, Alec Pierce, Jalen Warren or Jalen someone, and Benson. Any changes?
I might play Monty Flex.
We could maybe play Monty. I don't know if we're going to play. I don't know if we should be playing Genty in the same game with Judkins.
Maybe Monty instead of Genty. And then would you flex Swift? No, Wandale flex. I'll flex a Swift.
I don't know.
I think I'd switch out Monty and Genty, I think, too.
I don't know if I have too much of an issue with Swift playing, because again, the Chicago Bears are really just they're attempting the attempts. They are recalibrated into they want to be a really good running team. That's going to then open it up for Caleb in the passing game, but it starts with the running game, just like it freaking did with the Lions with one Monty and a 2023 10th round pick, 9th round pick, 9th overall pick, something like that. Jameer Gibbs. Ferguson is touchdown dependent. Brother Warrior. They all are. They all are, except for maybe Trey McBride, maybe Brock Bowers on every other day.
I don't know if Ferguson is touchdown dependent. I mean, he gets at least 6 targets a game. So yeah, maybe he is.
They all are, almost all of them. Tucker wasn't that, but I mean, there's no point of like trampling on the man's injury. They all are. Are we playing any Brown tight ends in this game? I mean, there's the options
against the Raiders.
Against the Raiders,
yeah.
Which one?
Bannon. I think Njoku's still limited participant. I haven't seen that he's a full go or anything.
The Njoku?
Njoku.
Njoku.
So I go
Count.
Phantom.
Count Njoku. All right. Who's my brother? I don't care about being first. I care about the bigger.
Well,
I don't care about being first.
you're a lot closer to trophy being in first place than you are in seventh place. So,
what do you guys think of Singletary and Tracy? That's what I think.
yeah.
That's what I think. When they're inside the 10-yard line, you're gonna give it off to the trusty veteran Tyrone. You better call Tyrone. It's gonna have to make something of it, and it's gonna be hard to come by against the Lions. But it bodes better, Rhino. It bodes better that it's Jameis again, considering Dart would be more prone, or has been more prone, to be taking it himself in these situations where now Jameis is, and the Giants would want to lean back into the back. It's 50-50 split. It's a 50-50 call. I don't know if Singletary gets us the I don't think he gets us the overall total yards from scrimmage that Tyrone can, but I think Singletary possibly gets us the tutty. Either way, not great. Not great matchup against the Lions. I don't care about I don't care
Who
about
stays in front of everybody?
Standing sniper. True, I like bragging. Of course you do. You like bragging. You like bragging over here? Wilson or Tucker. She likes bragging. Oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Henderson or Short Tucker.
I'm going Henderson. Against Cincinnati's big defense.
West up, Goat. I'm going to star this one as well. It's because War Chief is going to have to break this tie. This is going to a starting running back, and now Trevion Henderson now being relegated.
He can go 12. He can get 12 touches and break off 2 long runs for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns.
And against the Bengals.
And against the Bengals.
Damn. Come on, Sean.
You're going to start this one for JX, who hates Henderson.
I'm going to trust that he's going to look at this objectively.
Okay.
I'll be able to see right through it. That's what I'm going to trust. I hope. Without being objectable, then we're freaking. We're this. And that's an inside joke. Goats. That's an inside joke. Wilson or Tucker. Emmanuel Wilson or Tucker. If that's Emmanuel, right? If Jacobs does not play, this is where I would go Emmanuel Wilson. I would go it's a better matchup, and he's going to get all the volume.
Yep, I agree.
So yeah, I have no. This is being objective. ETN or Kyle money guy. Looks like ETN is sharing duties with
both ETN and Tootin both got in the end zone. I like ETN, especially because of receiving upside. Common guy, kind of touchdown dependent a little bit.
Tootin's got that upside also.
Yeah.
Tootin catches the ball. That's all he was doing in the beginning of the year.
I like ETN.
I would probably lean ETN here as well. I would. I like Monangai also. I like
the Niners defense they give up rushing yards. Steelers are better against the rush. Keep Seahawks or Broncos rest of the season. I need kicker.
Steelers against running backs. Let's mosey on over here. Let's mosey on over here.
I'm keeping Broncos rest of the season.
Pittsburgh against running backs. Pittsburgh is eighth best in the league versus the running back. Pittsburgh is eighth. So ETN, well, let me tell you the Cardinals while we're at it. Might
Cardinals.
as well.
Yeah.
Might as well. Cardinals are against the running back. They're the 23rd best.
You're going ETN.
That's 7, 8, 9. That's 9 from the bottom. Yeah, it's ETN. And the data backs it up.
Keep Seahawks or Broncos rest of the season. I need a kicker. Dicker's on a bye. So you don't want to drop Dicker. Drop Dicker. Drop Dicker and stream a kicker.
Just don't drop your dick.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't get flagged for that, but whatever. Keep Seahawks or Broncos rest of the season. I need a kicker. Dicker is on bye. Don't want to drop him. You don't want to drop him, West up.
Well, you're playing the Seahawks defense this week because Broncos are on a bye, and then I'm dropping Dicker and picking up another kicker for the bye week. I'm just one of those. I don't hold a kicker.
Sniper drop Dicker like a bad habit.
Yeah, same here.
That was one of her
There's
faves.
there's other kickers out there that can kick field goals.
Savion. And West up. I know we've had this conversation or somewhat similar conversation a couple of weeks ago where I have both of these defenses. I don't want to drop either one. I want to mix. I want to play the matchups. Both of these defenses are fire. I don't know who's got the better matchup rest of the season. Probably the Seahawks.
Both of these defense could outscore a kicker. How many points does this kicker generally get? Maybe 7, maybe about 7, right?
Between 7 and 10 on average.
Seahawks and Broncos could clear that easily. So you're dropping a kicker. Just stream a kicker.
Add the kicker, and I'm almost willing to bet you'd be able to add Dicker back.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Yeah, because if you drop one of those defenses, you're probably not gonna get them back.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
I would go with Savion at this point. Savion Williams is like he's becoming like the ultimate gadget for them. He's taking returns and he's getting those I don't want to say the trick plays, but kind of like the end arounds, the jet sweep type of deals. One to two of those a game.
He's literally boomer bust.
I don't think he's integrated into their running routes family like the rest of them are. But he's very talented and they like him and I like him, but you can't start Savion unless this was like some absolute crazy deep league. Is it for SFB, the playoffs? I mean, that's the only other roster I could think of that you could maybe start him. Gainwell, Tucker, or Emmanuel. It's Emmanuel if Jacobs doesn't play. Tucker or Gainwell. I would go with Tucker. That's me. Yeah. It's a tough matchup, but I would go with that volume. And then Gainwell.
I agree.
Pick 2 for the growing goat. Pick 2, Chase Brown, Quinchon, Michael.
I'm going Brown and Junkins.
Michael. Are we throwing Darnell Mooney like we discussed it with him? Who's Kirk throwing the ball to this week?
Because just pure volume, I think Brown and Junkins will have more volume than Darnell Mooney and Michael Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't in good conscience recommend Darnell Mooney. I'd have to see it at this point now to believe it.
Not where I'm at. gotten burnt too many times by playing him.
Considering that he's laid an egg and they've all dropped the bag, all of them, this entire organization.
Even Zach Robinson made some comment about, eventually, Darnell Mooney's going to catch on. It's like we're freaking in week 11. I know he's been injured off and on all season, but I've also watched him drop freaking couple passes that were right to him too. So, so just Chase Brown Junkins just because of volume.
Have I given you my thesis on Bijan Robinson yet?
What's your thesis?
I don't know if you guys are ready for it. I don't. I'm gonna save it. Oh, you guys aren't ready for it. Yeah, it's my thesis, my theory, and you know how we're going like rest of season here. Well, this is going to be ROC for Bijan, rest of career. Yeah, we're gonna put a pin in that one. T Goat. I currently have the Packers T in my lineup. I also have the Rams on my bench for their week 13 and 14 matchups, playing like a motherfucking goat. That's why.
Should I drop the Packers tonight to pick up Bo Nix? Yeah. If Bo Nix is out there, I would pick him up.
Playing like a motherfucking goat. This is how you do it. This is how you do it, goats. Yes, Ron. No, Ron. Mills and Sanders this week because of injuries. Davis, Mills, and Sanders this week. All right. So look, that's how you got to roll. That's how you got to roll. Sanders preseason was okay. It's preseason. It was preseason. Can't make too much of it.
I like Woody rest of the season too. Just the consistent workload. He's getting it.
He's in. That's what I was like. We have a good enough book on him right now, right? At least the last three games, he has the majority of that backfield.
And I think when Stroud is in, he's more of a check down,
passing
check down to Woody than the Mills is. Mills doesn't see the whole field that good.
The spitter Carter is going to have Dak Prescott running for his life. Dak doesn't run very well either, by the way. Not the way he used to.
And plus, he's got a little hip injury going on.
He was definitely a little bit more mobile, probably 5 years ago. Oh, John brings up an excellent point, though. Yeah, this is that game. My guys. My guy Quinnen and Kenny Clark. They're gonna stop the tush push. It's exactly why Jerry pulled the trigger on the deal. Not to mention, maybe stop some other running backs as well. Hurts or May, tough pick in between who has the most upside every week. Yeah, no kidding.
May to me has more upside, just the passing volume.
I see. Here's the thing, right? And I was thinking about this too. It's like we have more evidence with Jalen Hurts. May is getting to that point. He's getting to there. He's going to be there as long as it continues. But like we have the evidence, we have the body of work with Jalen Hurts at the highest level. I think that if they wanted to, they could absolutely turn it on if they wanted to. But let's not forget also, and this should be noted, Rhino, their offensive line is missing key pieces right now.
Yeah. Oh, you're back on.
Lane Johnson, right? And Cam Jurgens. So we might have to kind of take that into account.
Cool.
Reed won't play for a few games. He's still on IR. All right. Well,
I thought I read that they opened up his 21-day practice window. I think I read that earlier today.
I'm going to trust an owner. I'm going to trust, the owner's in charge. So if Sniper says that Reed's not going to practice because Sniper doesn't want Reed to practice and not play, then Reed's not playing. He's not going anywhere. Right, goats? You motherfucking goats, man. The nation, the goat nation at Tune. I hope Carter gets a bunch. I have him. I have him in ITP. There's the Neo. There's the motherfucking Neo. Neo. Clarification. I like breaking rights versus a trophy because a trophy you have to dust. Oh, man. Would you expect anything less? No. No, not at all. Not at all. Mark Andrews or Kate Otten? Start 2 from Frank. Franco needs to start 2. I don't know how we play Brees Hall.
Brown and Junkins.
Every single year that this man has been in the league, maybe with the exception of his first season in the league, because he was hurt, right? Or was that 2023 he was hurt?
It's the second season.
Yeah. Nevertheless. All right, so this season, last season, and maybe even 2023, every single of the last 3 seasons for Brees Hall at this time of year, we're wondering whether or not we should be starting him. And that's a product of the team that he plays for.
Yeah. Junkins and Brown.
Jets got the Ravens too. Yeah, that's lousy. But watch him rip off for 120 yards, 130 total yards and a touchdown.
It could happen.
Wouldn't surprise me.
No.
Wouldn't surprise me. Everything conventionally is saying that he should be the sit. Chase Brown isn't the best of starts, but it's better considering the quarterbacking has been better there, and Judkins is a start. Mark Andrews or Cade Otton? It would be the Rams versus Otton or Andrews versus the Jets. I would go with Mark.
Cade Otton, I think.
I would go Mark Andrews versus the Jets. Marky.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not a Mark Andrews dude, but I think Mark Andrews versus the Jets.
Marcus Andrews. You're welcome. 7 Leaves Designs. How about 7 Goats Designs? Start Bam Knight or Sean Tucker this week? Start Bam Knight or Sean Tucker?
I'm taking Sean Tucker.
I'm the Tucker guy here. Yes. Well, now we're both Tucker guys. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at Neo coming in here, coming in hot. Oh, Chuckins. I don't know. Chuckins. New England kicker or the Ravens kicker?
New England Ravens kicker. Tyler Loop's got a leg on him, man.
Both outdoors. Could you find anybody that's indoors? I would feel a lot.
Tyler Loop kicks outdoors. Anyway, with Baltimore, so he's used to it.
I'm just saying, I would feel comfortable. I mean, like, I don't know what the weather is on Sunday. I don't know what the hell's going on. Well, I don't, right? I mean, Cincinnati, Ohio, it could be breezy, windy, cold, rainy. I don't know what the hell's going on there.
I like Tyler Loop.
Goats, we're gonna wrap up here in just a little bit. By the way, this is your Friday, week 12 lineup advice show. Just want to remind everybody that the week 13 schedule is right here across the ticker. A special edition show on Wednesday, earlier start time on Friday, so a week from today, because that's the Black Friday game. And the rest is all the same. If you're new to this channel, don't miss a freaking thing. Please like and subscribe. Help us reach the goal.
From Zach Stevens, go here. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. Should I start both Tucker and Rashid? Otherwise, it's Bam Knight. Ooh.
Otherwise, it's Bam Knight. I don't. What do you mean? It can't be Tucker and Bam Knight. What? Right? Like, why does it have to be either both Bucks? Otherwise, Bam Knight. Zach Goat. Why would we want? Should I start both Tucker and I would not want to start both Tucker and Rashad White. I wouldn't want to start. I wouldn't want to start Bucky Irving and Rashad White. I wouldn't want to start Rashad. No.
So you start Tucker and Bam Knight.
If that's possible, and I don't see why it wouldn't be, right? I don't see why that's not an option. Start both Tucker and Rashad White. Otherwise, it's Bam Knight. Yo, is Nico Collins and Junkins down for Jamar Chase and Camaro crazy? Holy smokes! What a hey! Look at Sal Vitri. Where
you kind of look like him a little bit. He says that a little bit.
Who, me?
Yeah, well, not me. Shit, I might look like his grandpa or something, but
who's Sal Vitri?
Come on now,
Sal Vitri. I suppose is that a compliment? Thank you very much.
I would take that as a compliment.
Would you?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'd rather be hey, it's Sal Vitri based on the fucking fire. Based on the production and the knowledge and the information and the takes and the fakes.
Yeah, Curly Head Noah, great handle. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. Is Nico Collins, Junkins, and Dottle for Jamar Chase and Kamara? Yeah, it is. Kamara is washed.
You got which side are you on here?
Yeah, which side are you on? Because if you're getting Nico Collins and Junkins and Dottle for Jamar Chase and Kamara, yeah. But if you're giving that up for Jamar Chase and Kamara, I'd go after a different running back. Yeah, especially with Junkins and Dottle.
Yeah. So right now, you're passing off too much value for Jamar. For Jamar, and then although prior to the bye, Alvin Kamara did show some signs of life. I don't know if that's going to continue. I don't. Some signs of life. Yeah. But more or less, he's been through.
He's hurt again. He's questionable.
More or less, he's 32. Of course, he's questionable. He's been through the car wash.
If you want Jamar Chase, then offer like Nico Collins and Dottle for Jamar Chase. Do that. Otherwise, you're giving him Kamara's a wash. He's
and I mean, are those you? My guess is you have another running back also, right? You're not taking Kamara on for both of those guys. There must be someone else. Hey, you had the same question, kind of, Zach. Hey, look at Sal Vitri. Sal Vitri gets.
I like this. I don't know where Chris yours truly is, where he's. But man, that's kind of peaceful right there. I want to be there drinking a beer. Trade Rico, Bowers, and Michael Wilson for Kittle and Olave. I have Gibbs. Yeah. I have Kittle for Kittle and Olave. I have Gibbs, Junkins, Kamara, Adonze, Wanze.
Dara Gungabo Ale.
It's Friday. It's Friday, Goat Nation.
Every time I see him in and not Woody, I got mad.
Yeah. All right. So if you trade Rico and Bowers and Michael Wilson for Kittle and Olave, I think I would do that.
No, I don't know if I'm doing that.
He has Gibbs and Junkins already, and Kamara, which Kamara's Kamara. Adonze, Wandell, Marvin Harrison Jr., Watson. Yeah, I would do that. Michael Wilson's gonna be he'll be relevant. He'll be on the island of misfit toys pretty quickly when Marvin Harrison Jr. comes back. So.
well, hold on one second. Let's take just a little bit more time with this. Look at the other piece here. This key piece, Brock.
Yeah,
Brock Bowers swapping for Kittle. Where's Brock Bowers rest of the season?
Maybe top 5, if that. If they get the ball to him, that's the other thing too.
Well, Brock Bowers.
The quarterback play. You have to consider the quarterback play in this too.
Okay, that's why I wanted to spend a little bit more time on this one because, although
Purdy and Kittle have freaking great chemistry,
and they're both back to back for the rest of the season, 2 and 3.
Yeah, so I'd take Kittle and Olave.
That's not terrible. Is it okay to say that Laporta is droppable now?
Yep, back surgery. Yep, he's done.
I mean, do you have somebody else in your IR spot? I mean, yeah, I saw the same info. Dan Campbell thinks it's season ending.
Back surgery. You just don't come back that quick from a back surgery.
Sammy ball game, tight end Sammy ball game. Brock Wright. Would you add Brock Wright?
Mm-hmm.
You would?
Yeah. Drop Laporta and pick up Wright. Yeah.
All right, Goats. I want to thank you very much. Always coming out, always for supporting. We will be back tomorrow. Yeah, we'll start sit with that handsome gentleman right over there, along with the war chief who will be joining us.
Where's the handsome gentleman?
Micah.
Junkins. Junkins have more volume than Michael Wilson.
I don't know about that.
Okay, 20 carries compared to 7 targets, maybe 7 targets, 5 catches.
You're shitting on the fact of all that volume from last week, and you think it's going to go from 18 targets to 7?
Yes.
That would be a gigantic flop. That would be a bust.
Good.
I bet you he gets 8 to 9.
Okay, 8 to 9, maybe 5 catches out of those for 50 yards, no touchdowns. Junkins will score a touchdown.
Sure.
I'll say Junkins will have 120 yards and at least 1 touchdown.
Yeah, you say Junkins will have a touchdown. I mean, he hasn't scored in like 3 weeks.
It's the damn Raiders, though. I could score a touchdown against the Raiders.
I would prefer you to play.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think twice. All right, Goats. We'll be back tomorrow night. See you later. Appreciate you. Take care. And the Rhino will comb his hair.
Be the difference, make a difference. Stay blessed, everybody. See you all tomorrow night. Peace.